you for coming today. I am Livnis Kumar. I am looking forward to talking with you today about differentiation. Good morning or good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I will quickly introduce myself. My name is Livnis Kumar, son of Yogarajan. My matrix number is 01DKM20F2019. Okay, I'm from Mechanical Engineering from Polytechnic Unkoama. I'm glad to be here with you today. Now get start about differentiation. Differentiation is all about finding rates or change of one quantity compared to another. We need differentiation when the rate of change is not constant. Before I introduce about differentiation, we must learn what is important to student. What differentiation is important to student. Okay, differential teaching is how teachers target their instruction to extend the knowledge and skills of every student in every class, regardless of their starting point. The objective of differentiation is to lift the performance of all students, including those who are falling behind those ahead for year level expectations. Differentiation benefits students across the learning continuum and including students who are highly able to gifted. When differentiating teaching to suit the needs of individual students, teachers use a variety of strategies to help students become personality invested in and take ownership to their learning. Differentiated teaching allowed students at risk and disagreement to experience meaningful learning. Okay, now we introduction about differentiation. Differentiation is technique which can be used for analyzing the way which is function change. In particularly in measured how repeat and function is changing at any point. In engineering application, the function may, for example, representing the magnetic field strength of a motor, the voltage across a capacitor, the temperature of a chemical mix, and it also often important to know how quick these quantities change. In this section, we explain what is meant by the grade accrue and introduce differentiation as method for finding the grade at any point. Okay, now why is it called differentiation? Anybody know about this? Okay, the word differentiation is definite to find the derivation of a function. The process called differentiation because we find an inconstant rate of change of one quantity with respect to another due to the small difference which called differential in calculus. Now we continue about differentiation in mathematics. Okay, I ask a question. What is differentiation in mathematics? Okay, I will tell. Differentiation in mathematics is defined as a derivative of a function in terms of independent variable. In maths, differentiation is one of the most topic both academically and in terms of marks weightage. The concept of differentiation refers to the method of finding the derivative of the function. It is process of determining the rate of change in function on the basis of its variable. The opposite of differentiation is known as anti-differentiation. Suppose we have two variables x and y. Then the rate of change of x with respect to y is denoted as dy over dx. The general expression is derivative of function is fx equals to dy over dx, where is y is fx is any function. Okay, now we continue with the concept of the differentiation. The concept of the differentiation refers to the method of finding the derivative of the function. It is process of determining the rate of change in function on basic its for its variable. The opposite of differentiation is known as anti-differentiation. Okay, now I repeat another question about differentiation. What is differentiation in physics? Anybody know that? Okay. Differentiation in physics is the same as differentiation in mathematics. The concept of differentiation in maths are used physics too. Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Now it will be my turn to present. My subtopic is example of application of differentiation in real life. So we are going to analyze some examples of differentiation we use in our lives. Comes together with me and I will show you how this thing work in our life. First of all, in an automobile there is always an odometer and speedometer. These two gauges work in tandem and allow the driver to determine his speed and his distance that he has traveled. Electronic version of the gauges simply use derivatives to transform the data sent to the electronic motherboard from the tires to miles per hour and distance. We move to the next points. Keeping with the automobile theme from the previous slide, all police officers right now who use radar guns are actually taking advantage of the easy use of derivative. When a radar gun is pointed and fired at your car on the highway, the gun is able to determine the time and distance at which the radar was able to hit a certain section of your vehicle. With the use of derivative, it is able to calculate the speed at which the car was going and also report the distance that the car was from the radar gun. We move to the third point. In the business world, there are many applications for differentiation. One of the most important applications is when the data has been charted on graph or data tables such as Excel. Once it has been input, the data can be graphed, and with the application of derivative, you can estimate the profit and loss point for certain ventures. Some other application of differentiation is to calculate the rate of heat flow in geology. Meanwhile, for chemistry, we used to find the concentration of an element in a product and used to calculate the rate of reaction and compressibility in chemistry.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mohd Izwanni Bin Sariman and my registration number is 01DKM20F2003. Today I will explain to you about the solution for all questions given, which is about the differentiation. Hello my friend, I will teach you how to solve the question. Firstly, you must read the question carefully. The question is, given y equal to 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 12x plus 11 represent on a curved line. A. Determine the coordinate of the stationary point of the curved line. B. Determine the nature of the stationary point. C. Sketch the graph of the curve. Alright, step 1. We need to differentiate the equation. The equation given is y equal to 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 12x plus 11. We need to differentiate one by one. So dy over dx equal to, we must differentiate. X power of 3 we must move to the front. Means 3 times 2x, 3 minus 1 minus 2 move to the front means 3 times 2x, 2 minus 1 minus 12x, which is x power of 1. Move to the front, 1 means 1 times 12x, 1 minus 1 equal to 0 plus 11. Okay, plus 11 means the whole number without x will be 0. Alright, and then 3 times 2 equal to 6, x power of 2 minus 6 x, 2 minus power of 1 minus 12 x power of 0. We need to refer the law of indices say a power of 0 equal to 1. Let's say 12 power 0 equal to 1, 3 power 0 equal to 1, 4 power of 0 equal to 1. Anything number power of 0 will be 1, will be times 1. So the final answer is 6x squared minus 6x minus 12. Step 2 is we need to find the value of x1 and x2. Okay, how to solve? We use by using the calculator, or you can use factorization method. You can choose either one. Okay, after we differentiate, step 1, we get the answer 6x squared minus 6x minus 12. A equal to 6, B equal to negative 6, C equal to negative 12. So open your calculator, press mode, tab 1, next, tab degree number 2, and then key in the answer. A equal to 6, B equal to negative 6, and C equal to negative 12. You will get x1 equal to 2, and then x2 equal to negative 1. Or if you want to use factorization method, you can write like this: x minus 2, x plus 1 equal to 0. Also same the answer. You will get x1 equal to 2 and x2 will be negative 1. Step number 3. We must substitute x1 and x2 in y. Our y equation is y equal to 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 12x plus 11. Okay, when x1 equal to 2, so we just substitute 2 into the x. So which is y equal to 2, x we substitute with 2 power of 3 minus 3 in bracket number 2, 2 minus 12, x number 2 plus 11. So we calculate with the calculator. So 2 in bracket number 2 cube minus 3 in bracket number 2 power of 2 minus 12 in bracket number 2 plus 11. We will get negative 9. Negative 9. After that, when x2 equal to negative 1, same here. Y equal to, we just substitute negative 1 to x. So 2 negative 1 2 power of 3 minus 3x negative 1 power of 2 minus 12 negative 1 plus 11. So we will get 2 in bracket negative 1 cube minus 3 in bracket negative 1 square minus 12 in bracket negative 1 plus 11. We will get 18, which is y1 we will get negative 9 and y2 we will get 18. Step 4, you must write the mathematical sentences like this. The stationary points are in bracket x1, y1, x2, y2. So we just write x1 is x1, our x1 is 2. So x1 is 2, y1 is negative 9, comma negative 9. And x2 is negative 1, y2 is 18. So negative 1, comma 18. Step number 5. Step number 5, we must make the second order. Our first order is dy dx equal to 6x squared minus 6x minus 12. So right now we must make the second order. D square y over dx square. So number 2 power of 2 move to the front. Means 2 times 6x 2 power of 2 minus 1 minus, which is x power of 1, move to the front, means 1 times 6x power of 1 minus 1. Okay, any number without x will be 0, so minus 0. Alright, and then we continue. 2 times 6 equal to 12. X power of 2 minus 1 will be 1, minus 1 times 6 will be 6x. 1 minus 1 will be 0, x power of 0. Refer to the law of indices, say a power of 0 will be 1, which is 12x power of 1 minus 6, x equal to 0 will be 1. So 6 times 1 will be 6. So 12x minus 6. Step 6. Step 6, we must substitute x1 and x2 in second order. Our second order is 12x minus 6. And then when x1 equal to 2, so we just substitute x with 2. So means 12 in bracket number 2 minus 6. 12 times 2 will be 24. 24 minus 6 will be 18. 18 means bigger than 0. Bigger than 0 means we will get the smile graph, which is we will get the minimum points. Next, when x2 will be negative 1, so we substitute x with negative 1. 12 negative 1 minus 6. Negative 12 minus 6 will be negative 18. Negative 18 less than 0. Less than 0 means we will get the sour graph. Sour graph, which is we will get the maximum point. Step 7. The turning point for 2, negative 9 are minimum point and negative 1, 18 are maximum point. Step 8. Sketch the graph. You can see graph of GeoGebra.
Hai, Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. My name is Umar Hamzah bin Ahmad Zimi. My matrix number is 01DKM20F2002. In my group, I did the summary. Today, I will share what we got in previous slide. First thing first is critical thinking. Critical thinking is good for our brain as a student engineering because we need to identify a problem or issue. Somehow it can create inference on why the problem exists and how it can be solved. Secondly, it helpful to a student engineering because it useful in the practice of engineering. Thirdly, construct logical arguments and expose illogical argument. It can make us be common sense because you need to think how logic it is. Communication with surrounding. As an engineer, you need to communicate with who to make good relationship on our job. Lastly, quantitative reasoning is more important than the others because when you do a project, you need to have a reason why you make this project. The project have their function. Yeah, this is R from previous slide that I found. We move to another slide, okay? What differentiate can do with life. Differentiate is important to engineering because differentiation and integration are particularly useful in practice of engineering and are generally used for optimization and summon respectively. Secondly, the differentiates that perception can be understood as an incremental filtering process enabling environmental noise, for example, dispensable incidental information to be screened out while one learns to distinguish the essential characteristics of sensory patterns. Lastly, differentiate instruction and assessment, also known as differentiate learning or in education. Simply, differentiate is a framework of philosophy of effective teaching that involves providing our students within their diverse classroom community of learners a range of different venues for understanding new. Thank you.